To me. All of my open mic fam. Yes, welcome to the Thursday night open mic at the New Eurekan Poets Cafe. If you're ready for some poetry, say ho. If you're ready for some euretry, say yer. It is I, your high priestess, La Bruja, the hostess with the mostest that be toasting and maybe even boasting because the talent we witness on Thursday nights is so hot, it's roasting. I wrote that last week, but it didn't come out right, so I figured I'd try it again. We have a long list of open micers, and here are some things to consider for the night. Everyone has 4 minutes max. If you end at 3 minutes, let everyone know how to follow you. If it's some new shit that you're spitting, let us know, and we will yell, new shit. If it's some old shit, semi-old shit, whatever shit it is, let us know, and we will support you in that shit. If it's your first time ever, like ever, let me know. And I will induct you into the Pandemic Poet Society by singing the Pop the Cherry Baby song. Thursday nights is notorious because just about anything goes and all styles are welcome. And we welcome the strange over the mundane any day. So just like last week, I spit some new shit. I got some new shit to spit right now. And here we go. Genocide 2 times, ethnic cleansing to create pipelines, water, the only thing we are made of, the one thing we all need. We clot blood and drill oil from beds instead in the name of God and greed. No water in the world will wash this destruction away. Air, the one thing we breathe, and trees need to exhale for us, and fire burns them up. Consumption of resource for profit with militia behind it, enacting violence with license, and the fire is incensed, burning intensely. Nature's lungs breathe heavily while we kill each other steadily when we already have the remedy, but consumption won't let it be. Who are these people that don't care at all? How can they see this as a personal rise and not a colossal fall? Build a wall, build a power plant, build a nuclear bomb, and destroy a people who were promised respect and consideration, instead robbed of their babies and forced onto reservations. Residential schools are exposing mass graves, broken treaties, then punished for speaking as if it was complaining. It's insane what we are witnessing on the daily. And if you wonder where it is I've gone with my pen, why aren't you saying it then? Say what you know is true. None of this really makes sense to you, but survival feels like life when it's all that you've been through. Make poetry out of love. It's all we can do. That's my new shit. That's my new shit. Untitled. Yo, so I'm gonna be going back to Lincoln Center. This time it's an evening show for 100 Years, 100 Women Project. It's a celebration, August 25th. That's a Wednesday night, 8 p.m. It's gonna mark the centennial of the 19th Amendment of the US Constitution, granting women the right to vote. And I'll be one of those ladies representing on the eve of Women's Equality Day. So join us, it's free. I'll be posting on my Instagram and my social media pages on how to get a free ticket. And yeah, that's what it is. So let me open up the room for some shout outs before we get into the list. Yes, yes. Oh, here we go, here we go. How have you been, my people? Let me see what's good.
Hey, La Bruja.
What's going on, y'all?
Hey, how's everybody doing? Hi, Stephanie.
Hello.
All right.
Hello.
Hello. See Poetaku in the building all the way from Japan, loving them videos. Anthony, I believe you are first. Anthony Miziano. What's up, Stephen Brook? Lisa, hello, hello, hello. Okay, let me look at this list right quick because I forgot to copy it into the chat. But we're starting with Anthony Miziano, then we're following with Tanish, then Paul Latorre, Rosalind Diaz, Ron Trenkler Thompson. That's the list to start with. But let me put that in the chat. Yes, yes, yes. Ay, Dios mío. So much has been going on. I hope you're feeling fantastic. I can't wait to hear everything that you guys have to share. I love it, and I love you so much. Oh, it's not pasting. Well, let's just unmute Anthony, and then I'll get the rest of the list in there.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing? Your hair looks fabulous this week.
Thank you. I
So
just
wavy and
I let it breathe.
luxurious. Yeah, normally it's like kind of up where it's hidden, or you have it tucked away into like a sack or something. Now it's just like on display and living and breathing. It's amazing. Do you walk it? Do you have to feed it?
I did. I had to water it, feed it, you know.
It's
I had
beautiful.
I had to coax it out.
Prune it once in a while just to keep it from getting too thorny. It's so nice.
What I think I squeezed it. What's the name of your show?
Oh, I'm a whore. It's called I Squeezed Really Hard. I wore
That's
a fucking
what I
t-shirt
did.
this week.
I followed your advice. I squeezed really hard, and that's what came out. But
There
you
it
got
is.
a voiceover king. I've been watching your videos and everything on Instagram. Love
Oh,
it.
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, take it away. And
All right. So yeah, after I had such a great experience last week sharing my like old children's poetry, and I think I'm gonna continue spreading joy and laughter for a little bit because that's kind of my life's mission. So let's just keep smiling for a bit. So here are a few more of my old goofy ass children's poems. The first one is called It's Just a Plate of Clams. It's just a plate of clams. That's what they told her at the table. Mabel was suspicious of those vicious-looking mussels. It's just a plate of clams, her mother said so calm and stable. Mabel got so queasy and uneasy, feeling hustled. I tell you it's a sham, the girl proclaimed so sharp and loudly, proudly taking stand against this grand charade before her. I know it's all a scam. Her parents sat there shocked at how she wowed, gee, how their jaws were dropped. They could not just ignore her. It's just a plate of clams. Now mother's tone had turned more sternly. Stanley, just be manly. Tell your daughter to believe me. It's just a plate of clams, dear. Her father tried convincing Mabel, able he was not. She clearly thought, he'll just deceive me. I tell you it's a sham. She saw the creatures on the table. Mabel stared in horror, glared at more or less wet monsters. I know it's all a scam. She marched to the refrigerator. Waiter, she exclaimed. Check, please. Tonight I'm eating lobster. This was, of course, until she saw what lobsters look like. The next short bit is it's called Pet. I once had a dog that never pooped. I thought he was the greatest pet in the world. All the fun, none of the mess. He died 3 weeks after we got him. Turns out pooping is really healthy. Let's see. The third one is called, another short one is called Berries. Oh, this is fun. The busy badger baked a bunch of berries before brunch. Unfortunately, most berries are poisonous. This isn't a poem. Don't eat stray berries. And the final one is called A New World Order. Let's see. I never remember what date in November the members become reunited. Together they gather, and whether they'd rather start plotting or not is decided. They meet underground with their powers unbound where they founded it all years before us. They chant like a choir, igniting the fire, inspiring their troops like a chorus. This is the force that, for better or worse, is coercing the minds of world leaders. The dark single power that hour by hour the earth on their sharpened nail teeters. They live in our beds, in our homes, in our heads, giving orders we never combat. The grand puppet masters who thrive on disasters, and we simply call them house cats. So there's that.
well, you did that. You definitely did that.
So there you go. And that's all. I'm short and in and out, and that's it. And y'all can have a fun night, and I'll just listen to you. In the
Where to follow
meantime,
you. Yeah.
yeah, follow me on Instagram. I'm at Howdy Anthony, real easy, Howdy Anthony. And then I have that one-man show I keep bothering you all with, and I'm sorry, don't take it personal. I'm my own marketing person, so I just got to keep saying this shit. It's called I Squeezed Really Hard. It's playing at the Wild Project from September 17th to the 26th, and I've created a promo code literally just for everyone here. So if you enter the promo code NUYO during checkout, if you get some tickets in the next couple of weeks, you can save $5. And who doesn't like to save $5 off of tickets? So yeah.
That is super, super sweet. Thank you, Anthony Miziano.
Thank you.
So cool. Dogs do need to poop. We all need to poop. Pinky's outside pooping right now. Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you.
Okay, Tanish. Let's see what's good.
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing?
I'm good. Not too bad. How about you?
Same here, not too bad. I've had some, some dips this week, but
Yeah.
this always brightens me up. It's great to see you. What are you gonna bless us with?
It's old shit.
We'll take it. It's gonna be new shit to me.
Horizon dissolving ivory tower. The ivory tower lets you do whatever you want, eventually. Imagine your life on high when your ambitions for this torn society can stitch it back together. Woman with authority. But first you must buy your deferential place here with ancestral Hindustan blood, Britannic initiation to Anglo servitude. Conceive yourself, let your audacious demiurgic desires root on stolen land you borrow. There is a phenomenon of some trees anyone with working eyes can see called crown shyness. That is the canopies of trees fully stocked, meaning fully grown given the resources available. Avoid touching so you can see curved lines of blue sky outlining the top outlying branches, lines of sky like avenues, separating different trees, communities, when you lie on your back in a forest. Reach the sky through an ivory tower, but you have to play a twisted game of belonging without belonging to get there. Because they don't want you for what you create, for what flourishes from your fecund mind, what's yours alone, your cosmic co-creation, artistic donation to wounded mankind. But they'll let you take what's theirs all day. Their laws, medicine, physics, study those wherever and regurgitate like bald baby birds, like model minorities, enforce their tight-fisted order, serve up their inhumane synthetic pills on a party platter, mash them up, eat up the applesauce, and call it success. But feminine artistry must be tangled up in white ivy, the cannon, a cannon, male artillery embedded in bloodied soil, sanguine suffering, innate humanity of glistening blackness, indigenous, violent defiance offering fertilizer for further generational resistance to casual unbridled whiteness. Keep your flesh close for ink-wielding freedom, for when you feel the sky is a blank page of possible potential. Up there where you're all considerate of one another's space, branches free of suffocating encroachment. Then rain restorative tears graciously with your fountain pen, heal the endlessly giving earth, people guiding spirits who, like you, suffered, suffer, will suffer. But the way up is anything but symbiotic. And symbiosis, imagination, creation. School-aged historians, Black, Native, White, Latin, Arab, Asian, learning their own troubled histories, shades of colors and traditions, earthly struggles, atrocities, triumphs, complex origins, heroic journeys of families, relatives, collectives, gathering their past, passing it down to open-eared classmates who do the same. Multicolor history books interweaving multi-author lineages into a shared chronology say we are never alone. It is a human right to control our own dignified narratives. Imagine again impressionable children, soaking up how to honor, fight for themselves, one another, stand up for dignity and respect for themselves and their communities, and then doing so with simple action. Pulling down the protective sky to cradle and snuggle the child, hiding under the desk, head nestling on a cloud, instead of buried in the corner of their room. Feverish intention sneezing love into their palms and fingers, offering them up to a neighboring stranger, a classmate to borrow in return from the library of infectious love hands. Hopeful admiration for the horizon, the horizontal future. Only they together can author, consider. Would it even be a tower in this case? Natural, right? Not man-made, a landscape. Fields, mountains, lakes, rivers, forests, yes, maybe. Thanks, guys.
Woo, Tanish, we are in alignment, our message and our mind. Thank you so much for sharing that with that honey flow that you have. Such sweetness, but like daggers of truth. Thank you.
TanishPantos.com, Tanish Pantos on IG.
Yeah, follow Tanish. I think I followed you. And yeah, when Tanish speaks is the hashtag by none other than Paul Con Queso, who's up next. And I am so blessed. He gifted me with his poetry book right here. Paul La Torre, you can't see it, Disappearing Boy. And thank you so much, Paul.
I'm honored it has a home with you, you know?
And the flower, the pressed flower. Ooh, you didn't get a pressed flower? Special treatment for the bruja-liciousness.
Of course.
Thank you so much. We got to spend some time because I had Paul Con Queso modeling for Chulo calendar, if I may say. And it was dope representing.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm really excited to see how everything turns out when it turns out. I'm excited to show out this Saturday because I have 3 readings to do on Saturday at Lincoln Center. So if y'all can come through noon at Lincoln Center, I'm going to be doing an outside reading series with Advocate of Words, JF Siri, and another phenomenal poet. And then with the Wild Project, and then the New Yo Hybrid Show. So y'all better come the fuck through if you're in the tri-state. You have no excuse. All right, so before I rip my piece, I want to do my new custom. I would like everybody to please close their eyes for 2 or 3 seconds and meditate on something that they are grateful for. And then I'm gonna get into it. Okay. So I wrote this piece in the last literal hour while working out. It's called Encore. When you are beholden to your brokenness, it's hard to patchwork openness when dichotomy makes you powerless, bottom to your basest needs when ego supersedes common sense and you can't grip emotions lest you seek substance. See, most of us spent this entire last year and a half in touch tunnels of harm in the fucking dark, under wraps, mummified by the hurt inside, and our homes become sarcophagi, locked up and lock up with toxic partners, feeling sorry and solemn for God forbid having opinions and making your healing a priority, generational waits to ferry overwhelming demands for Zoom therapy, yet we seem content to be numb as ever to feed such needs. I'm tired of being what you want me to be, feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me, put under the pressure of walking in your shoes. Every step that I take is another mistake to you. Caught in the undertow, I'm just caught in the undertow. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. And we deny the resemblance to them, our demons, that is, seeking independence on some Hamilton. Yet like King George, they adamant that you'll be back soon, you'll see. You'll remember you belong to them. One hand tied behind our back, so that end of show we cannot clap coffins as a form of Zen. Chester Bennington and Mac Millering the feeling of slipping, falling past the lauding of applause into laudanum, and in all our fallen we become bought into the notion we can't ever ascend again. Karma as a form of Zen. I become an avatar of myself, angled in anger, bending the last of air out of my passageways as I submerge whole face. Predation as a form of cleanse, while I wait to slip and sink into the drink and never return again. Self-medication as a form of Zen, and I want to end it all because life's too short to even care at all. Whoa. I'm losing my mind, losing control. These fishes in the sea, they're staring at me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A wet world aches for a beat of a drum. Whoa, oh. If I could find a way to see this sane, I'd run away to some fortune that I should have found by now. I'm waiting for this cough syrup to come down. And I'm not even coughing any longer. These lozenges don't bring comfort when parched in a coffin of abject object permanence, uncertain when I'll ever surface. How do I know the earth will spin when I am no longer upon it, but rather in it, within this soil, becoming feed for bigger things? I decompose as body erodes, my soul floats on. Life's too short to even care at all. If I could find a way to see this straight, I'd run away to some fortune that I should have found by now. And so I run into the things they say could restore me, restore life the way it should be. I'm waiting for this cough syrup to come down. So I flush it all down the drain, find the motivation to stride besides the pain, side stroking it, flowing with what most of us will try to drive away from. Floating sanctum, this asylum inside of mind, no longer sarcophagus, more like a sold out world tour with audience begging for encore, adulation, applause, and more. Grand opening, grand closing. God damn it, man, Hove crack the can open again. Who you gonna find doper than him with no pen, just draw off inspiration? Who you gonna, soon you gonna see you can't replace him. I'm with cheap invitation from teacher. Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Cooking raw with the Brooklyn boys. So for one last time, I need y'all to roar. Now what the hell are you waiting for? Your ancestors to rise from the grave and roar? Well, this is them right here, pulsating through your speakers and seat and the floor you find yourself rising from, because you are your ancestors' every wildest dream and more, despite the notion you might fall, might fail, might singe your sphinx's tail amidst the chase to prevail. But you will, if you only have faith, you can reincarnate into some greater fate, a burning comet in the cosmos, which won't fade as the embers of its tail chase the dark away. That dark which you thought would swallow you whole, like a black hole son of grief. You pivot, pirouette, and find relief, find release in knowing you can fall short and still not fall to your death. And I know I may end up feeling too, but I know you were just like me, with someone disappointed in you. I've become so numb, I can't feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming less. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like I've become so numb. Can I get an encore? Do you want more, more, more? I've become so numb. So for one last time, I need y'all to roar. One last time, I need y'all to roar. And so you ingest that animal call, swallow and digest the sound as it's going down. Soak in the applause of a curtain call. Because your encore is still yet to come.
Oh, La Torre. You know, the last, I don't know if everybody else, but like the last two lines, the mic went down. Is that, did you hear it?
I said, yeah. So the last two lines.
It's still low. Is it just me?
Because your encore is still yet to come.
If you hear him perfectly, put your hands up. If you hear a problem, put your hands up.
Y'all can't hear me right now?
Yes, the mic, it kind of died down. Yeah, Marissa Prada says it's very, very low. Say that the last four lines.
Because your encore is still yet to come. Y'all can't hear me?
Try again. Something went off.
I said, because you're on. Some people can hear me, I think. Okay. So yeah, the last stanza. So you ingest their animal call, swallow and digest the sound as it's going down, soak in the applause of a curtain call, because your encore is still yet to come.
All right. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you for the time. I love you all. See you Saturday, Drew.
Woohoo! All right, po con queso. It's so funny because I always say po con queso para los necios, and you wrote para Ignacio, which is funny. It's a phrase that my mother says. It's like it's pan con queso para los necios. So I thought that was adorable. Okay, thank you, Paul. Now we're gonna go to Rosalind Diaz through her big brown eyes.
Hey, Bruja.
Hi. It's been so long since I've seen you.
I know, right? How many hours? So I'm gonna do a piece called Best Conspiracy, which I'm still polishing, but I'm gonna share it anyway. It goes like this. She is the aftertaste of your past, you, the memory, pushing her compass, guiding her wrist as her pen attempts to free the pain trapped in her being, lost in all that could have been. The resilience of the human spirit is relentless. And since shadows can't shed skin, she decides to let light in finally. Best conspiracy. Brain and heart both agree to forgive you. If hurt people, that means she is condemned to hurt people too, but she knows this not to be true, since a smile across your face sparks a light within her still. Now she can't help but feel hope is not dead. Couldn't love her the way she needed, and yet she let embrace say the words her tongue could not convey. She let it translate to, I love you, I forgive you, though you never asked. She prayed, declared that her pain will never answer to your name again, in the name of peace. End poem.
Woo! Through her big brown eyes, that new fire.
Thank you.
You wanna say anything else before we go?
Oh, we have an event coming up on, when is it? Somebody help me. No, this is what Brujas cookies do to you guys. I'm telling you. Put it in the chat, somebody. And also my book's coming out in the winter. So stay tuned.
Yes, thank you. Through her big brown eyes, Rosalind Diaz. She did purchase my cookies, and she's on one. She's on one. Okay. I'm glad it did not disappoint. Yes, Anthony, hit me up on and slide into my DM at La Bruja NYC, and we will make sure to get some cookies to you. Let's see what's good with Ron Trankler Thompson.
Hey, La Brua, how's it going with you?
Very well. Nice to see you again. How's everything?
Not too bad, not too bad. I just want to say I too have Paul's book, but it didn't come with a flower. I was looking, no, so you must be very special, I guess. So yeah. I know, but I won't see you this Saturday at the garden because I'm gonna go to the Wild Projects outdoor open mic, but I'll definitely come back another week, because I know you have more events coming up at the garden and Lincoln Center. If you tell us how to get the tickets for Lincoln Center in the next upcoming week, I'll be there. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. You're very, very supportive. Thank you so much. So what are you gonna share with us today?
So first, before I forget, since you say support, I really love the community here. I just finished 2 hours ago an online stage play with my organization. I see a few of our friends here that came and were in the audience. Next Wednesday, online and Zoom, I'll be hosting a grief writing workshop, which Marissa Prada will teach. Free. I will put that in the chat. All you have to do is RSVP in Eventbrite. So I'm gonna read something not so happy. I have to give a trigger warning. The words may not be understood. I know I need a few more edits to clarify. And I'm gonna put my smiley poem down because it's not one of my usual funny poems, because it's a serious poem. And this one is called We Can't Breathe. When industry keeps polluting our waters, when corporations cut down our rainforests, when chimneys and exhausts keep poisoning our air, when we are all complicit continuing to buy single-use plastics, or we keep upgrading our gadgets every year, when our daily conveniences favor our well-being and we don't care about the future we leave to our grandchildren, then not only a few people or cities or countries are unable to breathe. We all will be affected by our actions. We all will not be able to breathe. When women keep receiving lower pay than men, when they have to fight to rise in society to succeed, when their shoulders continue to carry all the burdens, yet they are treated with no respect. When one gender keeps taking advantage of the other, keeps harassing and insulting, then not only will the one gender be unable to breathe, we all soon won't be able to breathe. When COVID-19 found its way to each and every corner of the planet, when the virus infected every people of color, every class, every demographic, every income, and then two somewhat easy solutions may be debated, masks and vaccines, were quickly introduced. Yet a significant percentage of society refuses to wear or get either. Then the virus has succeeded. Not only a few people can't breathe, but all of us soon cannot breathe anymore. When during a global pandemic, people of Asian heritage get attacked on the street, when the belief is indoctrinated into feeble brains that one race started the virus, when they get blamed for causing the pandemic, though they never had been in China, then society cannot function. Not only our Asian brothers and sisters can't breathe, we all eventually will not be able to breathe. When after hundreds of years, African Americans still face disadvantages everywhere, when they receive inferior healthcare or get rejected after applying for jobs, when they encounter increased scrutiny by police officers, when the throats of Black men get crushed and they plead for their lives, as they shout, "I can breathe," then not only they cannot breathe, but we all cannot breathe. And that's the end for now. Thank you.
Woo! Yes, Ron, coming with the true banger right there. I loved it. You better work, Ron. Thank you so much for that poem. So powerful. Everybody's loving it. You can look in the chat for yourself. Thank you for speaking up, speaking out, being an ally. It's just so amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Labrua. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you.
Awesome. Okay, wow. So now let's go to Ray did this. Raymond Camacho. Let's see what Raymond did or what he's about to do. Mr. Koki himself, how are you?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, I'm doing good. I actually had a poem to read today about playing games, but I feel like this is way more appropriate. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. It's called The Moon is a Planet. The moon is a planet. No, the moon is a star. No, the moon is a planet, darling. The sun is a star. Is the moon really a planet? Don't look at me like that. Is it the sun or is it a star? Stars between our fingers and the sky, we lay in the dark, searching for the stars that tell us who we are. Stars. In the black of your eyes, I used to believe that I was the only one who wanted to fly. I used to believe that I can leave my past behind if I wrote poetry. That was a fucking lie. The universe used to expand. She was a beautiful Puerto Rican woman, but between the 1930s and the 1970s, the universe was no longer allowed to expand. The universe was forced into sterilization, and so were the Black men. White Americans forgot their ancestral legacy. White Americans are fucked up. Tuskegee experiments. Seems light years away when you're white. American history so black to you that you separated the migrants and locked their children in cages. So black to you that you and your family voted for Trump twice, but you are no longer racist because you were an ally for the summer. Black, air in my lungs, hours spent inhaling your smoke, I can't breathe. Black stars stare back at me, I'm almost blind. How many days since George Floyd died? No, the moon is a planet. How many days since George Floyd died? No, the moon is a star. How many days since George Floyd died? The moon is such a planet, I can't even stand it. How many days since George Floyd died? It's not. I believe it's a star or something. How many days since George Floyd died? Team Rocket blasting off again. How many days since George Floyd died? Meowth, that's right. How many days since George Floyd died? Jesse was homeless just like you. How many days since George Floyd died? Jessie was abandoned by her mother just like you. How many days since George Floyd died? The moon is a natural satellite. How many days since George Floyd died? What does that mean? Is that what Google said? How many days since George Floyd died? Black scribbles over the lines. My poetry doesn't matter if I still speak the language of my colonizers. Black spaces in between our bodies and the bed sheets. We realize the moon is not a planet nor a star, because if white America found out that we take turns fucking each other raw, they'd break into our home, beat us with Christian stones, drag us into the streets, and hang us from the trees. This year, White Christmas came early. Everyone learned how to tie a noose, and the moon became a planet. How many days since George Floyd died? Thank you.
Whoa, wow. Raymond Camacho, Ray just did that. Follow him at Ray Did This. That was in complete alignment. Thank you so much for sharing that. That was amazing. Wow. You got
Thank you.
so many people in the chat right here quoting you. Beat us with Christian stones, just killing it. Wow, you went off. And people are so interested in seeing that poem in print.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Raymond Camacho, Ray Did This. Now let's see what's good with Catman Bill.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening.
I'm really in deep trouble because I'm just not doing sweet melodies these days, and I'm back to smut and nasty. And I'm sorry. In fact, I don't know why I'm dedicating this to Melissa Prada, but it's dedicated to her. So I know you all got a lot of crapola on your minds. I can feel the pain in your poetry. I'm here to help ease the pain a bit. So just call me Dr. Smut. I'm just in a very nasty, super nasty mood these days. I can't get it out of my mind. I told you before about how, well, an older lover once yanked her dentures out of her mouth and tossed them on the bed to give me a BJ. She scared me that night. It's something a younger woman wouldn't be able to do. And I mentioned my fourth grade Catholic school teacher, Mrs. Hennigan, once putting me under her desk for talking in class, and then me looking up at her fat thighs opening and closing opening and closing. I hadn't been that close to vagina since mommyhood. And we call that Catholic punishment. You know, I already talked about Kamala Harris as president, giving her, you know, her first State of the Union address and me masturbating while watching her on TV because I think she's a nice looking woman. I think it's a form of flattery, don't you? My ex-friend Doris doesn't. She thinks it's disgusting after getting the Betty Dotson self-pleasure treatment in New York. Go figure. I'm tired of shaving. I shave my face. I shave in between my eyebrows, unlike Frida Kahlo. I even have hair growing along the ridges of my ears. I have to do one of these things periodically. I shave the forest of hair that grows on my chest. I even shave my private parts. I'm super careful though when the razor slides around my nutsack. But I'm bald-headed, go figure. I'm a cross between a Sicilian and an Eastern European Jew. In short, I come from the hairy baboon species. Now, by the way, I know that some of you are thinking he's anti-Semitic, but I only do my own people. And my own people are Italians, Catholics, Jews, Lithuanians, Ukrainians. I don't touch anyone else. I once dated a Puerto Rican woman, and she had the biggest growth of pussy hair I've ever seen in my life. I had to use my garden rake to get at it. And it didn't last. The garden rake, that is. My dating history has been unusual. By now, I want to talk about once dating a lesbian friend of mine. And I mean no disrespect to our lesbian sisters. I have the greatest respect for them. She and I had been friends and business associates. It was a time when she wanted to keep her sexual preferences private. She never even spoke to me about it. So I entered the picture, call it friends with benefits. Her driver, I was her driver by day and sex by night. How can you lose? She sometimes said, panting in our moments of passion, almost, I almost had an orgasm. I wanted to please her so bad, but I couldn't. My stupid inner voice said, go to an adult toy store and buy the biggest pink strap-on dildo you can find. That ought to do it. Yes? No, it didn't. The last night we had sex, I jumped out of her bathroom wearing nothing but the huge pink strap-on dildo. She screamed, and that was the end of it. Having dinners with captains of industry, gone. Driving Miss Daisy in the town and country car, gone. Now I had to get rid of the pink, huge pink strap-on dildo. I wasn't going to put it in my garbage. What do you think the garbage man would think? I thought of just tossing it out the window while driving down the street. But instead, I went to my ex-wife's place at night and put it in her garbage bin with the pink head sticking out. Okay, so that part is a lie. I didn't do that. I don't know how I got rid of it. I should have probably framed it and put it on my wall because it was such an important thing at the time. And that's all I have to say tonight. I don't know if I've gone beyond my 4 minutes or not, but I'm glad that I'm doing this here on in virtual so that nobody can throw something at me. Thank you.
Yes, well, that was highly appreciated. I don't know if you went over time, but you did say a lot. That was that was definitely a lot.
Well, I have a melody, a sweet little melody coming up next time around, but thank you. And you can't find me anywhere. That doesn't matter. I'm somewhere in the world.
You better find Lithuanians, Jews, and a couple of make sure that connection stays open.
Yeah. None of them appreciate it. I would, say to my friend, Italian friend, when I was living in Italy, paisano, and he said, "Bila, you're not Italiano." And then somebody would walk into my store once and say, "Is your mother Jewish?" And I said, "Well, what is it to you?" So people are always nosing in your business, wanting you to be what they think you are. But I know who I am. Thank you.
Yes, Catman Bill, you are Catman Bill. Thank you, Catman. That was highly entertaining. Some people call him catnip. Marissa Prada. You know, I was thinking about the Boricua bush. He was talking about that. She had the biggest bush, Puerto Rican women and stuff. You know, I'm not in a relationship right now, but I will keep my bush the length according to his beard. Like if it's mad bush, if he got a big ass beard, I'm gonna grow it out. If it's nice and trim, then I'll keep it nice and trim, because if I have to go through it, he gotta go through it, you know? So any hoo-ha, that might have been too much. Some smuttiness, you know, we can be both. It's balance. But let's see what Joski C brings to this melting pot.
Oh, Bruja, how can I follow that?
I'm sure you can. You always, you know, we're all ready for whatever Joski C is bringing. The vibration is on.
So, to bring it down, I guess. This is a revisit, and this is for Afghanistan. Ribbons of light, 9 children in flight, wings stretched toward horizons. All at once, 9 children bounce on ground unprepared to receive them. Wings torn by foreign arms, 9 angels falling down. Their bird bones scratch the rough earth skin, collapse and fold in unnatural poses. Remains of angels on a field, lips of shale, pupils black holes, chests and bellies still as stones, ribbons of light extinguished. Sent to the slaughter, our sons and our daughters, hands on their joysticks, eyes open wide, in a land that is burning, the gun barrels turning. Who'll be returning and who will decide? Eye for an eye, tooth for tooth. How can we sacrifice innocent youth? Hope's a mirage, shimmers on sand. War can't bring peace to this suffering, suffering land. Oh, the war plan concoctors and all their spin doctors can't justify murder by telling us lies. Desert of oil, ocean of greed. Drop all our bombs and then watch the world bleed. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. How can we sacrifice innocent youth? Hope's a mirage, shimmers on sand. War can't bring peace to this suffering, 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 suffering land.
Wow, Joski C. Oh my goodness, so beautiful. The poetry, the music, always, always. You just, you know, you feel the pulse of humanity, and you transcribe it. So thank you so much for that performance, for your contribution, Joski. You know, we all just love you.
Thank you so much, La Bruja, for your kind words. And
Amazing, Joski, Joski. So damn cool.
thank you.
Suffering, suffering. Oh, you
You
just
know I
even
can't
said,
wait to I you know I can't wait to jam with you, right?
yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm
I
just
have
saying.
my crystal ball is never wrong, and I see it. I see it. It's gonna happen. Thank you,
Yeah.
Josie.
Thank you, La Bruja.
All right. Well, now let's see, where is our Amanda Ashley Villanueva, aka La Tormenta.
Hola.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I am doing so fucking good.
So excited. I know we had a little moment, we got a little chat in on the IG today because you have something special
Yes, we do.
planned.
Yes, we fucking do.
Well, we are here for it. Take it away. Tormentalize me.
Mentalize you. Oof, I'm about to do exactly that. Thank you for the space. I have a very big surprise for you guys, so I'm gonna get into it. Oh shit, I never put a title on this. Wow, no title, new shit written today. In my nearly 30 years of breathing on this godly green earth, I have never met a man as nasty as me. Until you. Until my walls become your tightest fool. Until my cheek learned to beat, confessing the undressing, pressing against your forefingers down my throat. Baby, when you come home, no one will know, but everyone will know. All holes throbbing for you, probing tools where words of mercy never exist, never leave our lips, a gift for my lower east sides, a sunrise beaming down lower backs, arching archery, come for me, come in me, pretty please, solve this puzzle piece mystery of trembling knees, jerking cream, seasoning with meaning, never demeaning, always receiving all forms of me, unabashedly, compassionately, fucking this tragedy clean. What of this Mr. Mean could we have seen, since withdrawing from me makes us both unlucky?
And it's tormenting, I know. But I traveled through every single goddamn storm just to make the Bronx my new home. Put our lives on D&D, and you ain't chicken enough to egg on the words, make your face a seat for me. Holes for days, you got 3 of these. Cater to each one like the throwback track of Destiny Seas. Give you that early 2K. Get me drunk enough, I'll probably give up control and do whatever you say. I'd still do it sober though, to be honest. Nickname Nuke, cause we know how pussy that bomb is. Dang, you got me confusing my words up and shit. There's meaning in my seasoning, like we'll just have to open up an Etsy shop for this. Sell my nut in a jar. All three of us can take turns fucking each other right in the back of La Bruja's car. Diss me and miss me, I might make you a personal ether. Hook up our yet to be made sex tape to a Best Buy Bluetooth speaker. Ask me to grade your taste and I'ma say P+. Or ask while out in the middle of suffocating and you yell at me to speak up. Might be in our best interest to admit what's below your waist is the real wild project. Crazy you haven't made me a father yet. Let's take a real moment quick to acknowledge that. It's cute how you think I'm just as nasty as you. Like we won't fuck on this stage and pull out to melt on the audience as if it's a hot summer day's popsicle. I said it before and I'm gonna say it again. I'm a wild card queen. What you know about me? Or better yet, what do you wanna know?
I wanna know what the fuck took you so long. This sample song of divine timing won't be clean enough for me, but since we're both here, it's finally time to do all the shit we've been writing in our poetry. Beyond the screen, beyond making a scene, beyond privacy. I told you 6 poems ago that these niggas already know what's up. Thrust a whole fist down this portal, my prince, my king, must I remind, every time you call me queen, the caps in my knees delete like backspace, like the same way they did when you pulled my hair banana split seconds after meeting me, almost made peaches and creams in the sand of Van Cortlandt.
242 people I probably passed today, and all of them seem boring. But you and that pussy just come across to me as a lot more potent. I mean, I'm hungry. Like I haven't eaten pussy since 2020. Once you get lifted and I get gifted, it's a wrap for you like you was a mummy. Leave your taste on my face before I leave out the door. The print around your neck, you failed to mention. Or that I at least got to first. Tell me, do you do squats? I just want to know if you rehearse. What did I do to deserve being called prince and king? Not much of a necklace guy, but you can ride me till the sun comes out while I'm wearing your bling. Take you out to the balcony so I can forget the name of every other woman who also got it out for me. It's facts. Every time I blow your back, the vertebrae in your spine detach. The ancestors in the room react. The people of the Bronx can hear that.
Voodoo kitty, sitting real stupid pretty, titties small, but mouthfuls enough to roughly let you forget every ex. We barely in the BX, but I still be the dirtiest puta you ever meet. That's word to me and mommy and brew. I swear I ain't mean to come at you, but this wild card got me sucking a mean sweet tooth, ruthless pussy print all over the dick. Can we get off this Zoom call and get down to business?
Oh, queen, turn off the damn camera then. If it's that serious, when I head back, we can definitely make this thing hybrid. They get it though. Word to the moms. Hit it with the custom pair of panties on that advertise the withdrawn.com. Make sure I read between the lines because the print is too fine. Say the grip be different with or without protection. So baby, maybe I should ask now what that plan be.
The plan B, to pop a plan B after you come for me and come in me. Did you not hear me the first time?
Not my fault. But I've drowned so bad, the pussy had my ears clogged. I heard you before and also a billion times about being an Aries. New shit, new dick. How close are we to re-popping that cherry?
Brew, this be your cue to hum the cherry song into my cherry thong. And I usually never, ever, ever wear panties.
So that made a turn if you ask me. What happened with not mentioning to come at her? As a matter of fact, I say we both give it back to Brew and let the witch have the last word. Thank you.
Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? Ah. Yo, let me unmute everybody because that shit, yo, everybody is losing their fucking marbles up in here.
That shit was
What the fuck? Oh, hell yeah.
$20 from you.
All day.
Oh, the fire department.
Wow.
Having a heart attack over
You
here.
guys are amazing.
Y'all nasty.
Oh
Y'all
my
are so
God.
Y'all
nasty.
still got any leftover pasta?
Yes,
Man,
Quit smoking 10 years ago. I
Great.
might have to start again.
How is the camera still on? Wow.
Oh, wow. Yo, that was just some next level shit. You know, blame it on the Bronx, blame it on something. Somebody got to be blamed for this. And it ain't gonna be me. Woo! Oh shit, Ray Jane, you're gonna be the fairy godmother. I'm gonna be la madrina de agua because Puerto Ricans do that. They be having two godmothers, the one in the house and one at the church. Okay. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. La Tormenta and the Withdrawn. Okay, Thomas Connor, it's up to you now. I don't know how you're gonna follow this, but
I don't know how the hell I'm gonna hold on. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna follow that, but I'm gonna do my best.
Woo!
So I'm a y'all fucked my whole shit up. Let me stop. Because I'm about to spit some conscious shit that got published. I spit it on Monday, and I wanna. This is not even about me. It's about all the great poets in this book. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Journal X. I submitted 2 pieces, and I thought only one was published. Apparently 2 was published because I went through the book and I said, surprise, they both got published. So I am going to spit just one of them. And I did it on Monday night, so I'm just gonna rock with it right now. I'm in memoriam. I can't breathe. I'm trapped, dragged, snagged under your knee, pinned, locked, unable to breathe. I beg, I struggle, I cry, I plead. Please, 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 I can't breathe. Your weight on my neck for 5 centuries. 9 minutes to eternity, I feel myself leave. I cough, I choke, I beg, I heave. Please, 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 I can't breathe. I moan, please, 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 I can't breathe. Death in the air, I moan and grieve. I pray for salvation of any variation. I feel the damnation of this damnation. My death on every station. I feel my heart racing, my neck slowly breaking. I pray for liberation. Struggling to crawl, I can hear my kids bawl. I beg, I plead, I heave, I seize. Damn, I can't breathe. Your knee on my neck for 5 centuries. Mocking Kaepernick while slowly killing me. To you, I'm a pariah, a cop locker room joke, and one swift thunder, the world heard my neck broke.
Oh, Thomas Connor, congratulations on the publications.
You know, I got through that pretty quickly. Would you want me to do the second one? I got some time or no?
Bring it. Go ahead. Bring it. Yes, you got bars right there.
Thank you. Thank you. Strange Fruit, 2021. Seldom these days we hang from southern trees. We now die on city streets. The scent of our demise blows in the breeze. Our silhouettes can be seen chalked on city streets, decaying, rotting as we're choked and shot. Death by any means necessary. Police reports vary. He had a gun. He tried to run. He looked like the one that raped that nun. False reports leave us dazed and numb. Our bullet-ridden bodies equivalent to being hung, strung for our color for the world to see. Corroding, eroding, slowly we bleed, yet leaving our seeds. End poem. Peace.
Thomas Connor, ladies and gentlemen, follow Thomas Connor. Where can we get that publication?
It's at the Latinx Journal. I'm going to put it in the chat. Here's what it looks like. Cabrillo College. Here's the back. And I'm going to put it in the chat.
Thank you. Bravo, Thomas. Congratulations again.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Bruja. Peace
Doing
and blessings.
big things. Beautiful. All right. Trav the poet is next. Let's unmute Trav.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Hi, Trav the poet. How you doing?
I'm well. How about yourself?
Doing good. What you gonna do for us tonight?
I put out a second single on the 15th. It's called Head to the Sky. And I must say, man, we got to bring the fire department because y'all are burning stuff up in here. Oh, God, Lee. All right. I had to have some build up, you know what I'm saying? So. No matter what life brings, soon as I felt my way. Go higher, higher, higher. Go higher, higher, higher. Go higher, higher, higher. That's right. Okay. That's right. Dreams and so on the nightmares before my eyes, friends full, wool off, reveal wolves in disguise. Many opportunities faced derailment while leaving the station, hellish assailment. I was running, then walking, now crippled. My disappointment doubled, now tripled. Saw the darkness, started to wade in it. Led to the cave where I hibernate in it. Prepared to die like dogs hiding in the woods, accepted death, but had one last fight for good. Started slowly, silently reading scriptures, purposeful prayer, position the picture. Look from another angle, saw the beauty, his image etched in me, understood acutely. Let Lazarus arise from dead to alive, rely and trust God, keep my head to the sky. Cause this world is so mean. I keep my hands. No matter what life brings, yeah. I have a look in my eye. That's right. Someone as I check it out. To go. I almost lost it all, man. I had to bounce back. I'm gonna tell you how. Arrived in NC with my belongings. Paranoid, afraid I'm not belonging. 2012 PhD, A&T, a year of unemployment, LMC. Got promised full scholarship if I went. Landed on campus with teaching assistantship. Studied hard for a semester, made the A's, won a Sloan Fellowship, helped bills get paid. Then won a full fellowship, Title III. All while my brain and faith are rivaling. Major blow, I failed my qualifier. My mind wants to give up and retire. Regroup, pass exam on a proposal. Now seeing the end, tassels in the road too. Before my defense, pray, thank God on high. Now Trav PhD, my head to the sky. Yeah. Almost lost my mind, man. I thought I lost it all. Laid off, told I was a loser. But look at me now. I'm back in New York City, doing cancer research. Don't let anybody tell you what you can't do. So many people told me I wasn't gonna make it, and I'm still here, and I'm still going high.
Trav the poet. Yo, congratulations on that. That was passionate and positive and inspirational. Let everybody know how to follow you. And did you say you recorded that track? That's the second track?
Yeah, that's my second single. So you can follow me on everything at Trav the Poet. I'll put the information in there. Trav the Poet, TravDapoet. And both of my singles are on all streaming platforms. I have my artist pages are verified on there, so just check me out. And if you like it, like the song, follow my pages and all that good stuff, and tell me what you think. I appreciate the love.
Yes. Dope, dope, dope. Thank you, Trav the Poet. And keep going higher and higher and higher. No limit. So now let's see what's good with Thunder Lung herself, Queen Ray Jane. What's good?
Yo, what's happening?
Hello.
Girl, it got hot in here. I was like, excuse me. Where am I? Excuse me. Don't be looking all, like you're innocent now, baby, after you did all that.
Yo, you said that you was looking like an auntie.
I said, huh? What time zone are we in? It's very late to be having company. Okay, y'all be safe now. All right. Now for the rest of y'all, God-fearing children. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I love it. Do it and do more of it. Shoot. If you like what you hear tonight, you can follow me at itsrayjane.com. You can find all my content there. I got 2 pieces for y'all, an old one and a new one. So the old one is called La La Land. A little bit appropriate considering. Desire will have you making shit up, have you conjuring everything out of nothing, will have you fronting, faking, waiting on hold for hours, days, foolish in a whole kaleidoscope worth of ways. Shit will have you imagining that notification flash fast in the ass crash, substance turned to trash, have you fiending, toe dipping, cause a plunge is just thirsty, but that ain't you, right? So why you tight? He ain't call, ain't no text, ain't no like, no view. Still you keep on engaging feverishly, so lying to yourself like your spirit don't know the real, driven only by what you feel. A setup for miscommunication. You arbor anyone else's perception, thus you avoid friends' trusted redirection. No one knows you can know, so you grow wildly, running from the shares of acceptance, refusing to be groomed. Instead, you spin like vinyl. You go on being walking fantasy, totally consumed. Reality too cumbersome, too final, too much like tomb, fighting to break free, if only to dream, and ain't got no time for is to mean more than seems. Y'all know sometimes you be caught up doing things you should be doing, you know, and then you have to catch up with yourself. And so this is for that. This last piece is called Therapy. What will you do with your power? Which wind will you churn with your power? Which no will you shout? Will you know when the right time is? What will you do if you never learn to fly? Will you wither? Will you let will die? Are you feeling heavy? Have you let your will cry? Do you still peer at yourself through evil eye? Really, what does it mean to try? In which past did you compose your best lie? Was it better than time? Are you actually fine? Is peace landing roughly? Did it die in your wine? Have your dragons turned to ice? Is the fire frozen in your life? Is it the strife? Are you yet ripe? Have the teeth packed up their bite? Took a train to Georgia at around midnight. Are your shops bare? Did anyone teach you how to restock? Who taught you what it means to care? Who first introduced you to fear? Oh, have a tissue, dear. All right, I think that's enough. It seems your time is up. I would like to see you again in a week. And when we meet, I think that we should start right there. Thank you.
Ooh, Dr. Ray Jane giving them the Auntie Dr. Ray Jane, Queen Thunderlung. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Thank you, fabulous people. Also, I have my first open mic, August 27th, Friday, Freestyle Fridays, all styles welcome. Bring your freshest, freshity fresh. If you like to freestyle, freestyle. Okay, we gonna party. Bruja, you know how I feel about you, ma.
Wow, congratulations. You gonna do it up. That's amazing. Holding court will be
God.
Queen Ray Jane. That's gonna be amazing.
Love you.
Love you. Woo! Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's what we do. We grow, we expand, we do new things in new lands. We exchange hands, we understand. And now let's see what's good with Edward Foreman. Fireman Foreman.
Oh, please, please, please continue. I love your rhymes. Make a hell of a time.
Now it's your time to shine. Take it away.
Oh, thank you. You're all right. Hola, guapa. Nice performance on Saturday. I love you, your daughters, and others' wordplay. I love hearing what you and others had to move or say. Poetry and dance is art in its own enlightened, protestic way. All right, please put your kids to bed. I don't want to hear their hearts to be dead. Yes, you heard what I said. Please let them rest their heads. All right. This is my last new erotic piece. Hope it gives everyone an inner release. Hope this burns your midnight grease. The best is last. You have to save the least. All right, my name is Ed Potastic, hope you're fantastic. Please give me time so you can draw rhymes so you can feel sublime. But sometimes I'm fireman to burn your nights to give you such a sexual fright so you could devour my enticing delights. All right, let's do this. This is called Thirsty Embrace. I'm reading your sexual signs. Can you feel the energy jolting up our spines? Can I ask you something so sweet? Do you feel the intoxicating spicy heat? I can smell your sweet alluring perfume, makes me want to howl at the moon. I can feel the lustful thirst that makes my heart burst. Your dress showing so much skin that teases me to be more than friends. I just love seeing you moving those heels. It gives me instant thrills and chills. I want to rip off your clothes in order to devour your yummy center. I want to know you more, better. You know I'm a real go-getter. I won't stop till you're satisfied and wetter. My old illustration will pierce your heart and unfold your layers. You know my nickname is either the Blazer or the Breaker. Please, baby, this robe. I want to see your deepest desire so I can taste your pink fire. Baby, what have you done to me? I want to be the power to set you free. Look at your sexy face, breast, pussy, hips, ass, and thighs. I'm amazed by you. Why am I not surprised? Let's be open and fast like the skies in order to rip out your chastity so we can get a sensational baptized. Let me dig real deep so you won't make a sigh or a peep. That's right, baby. Bask in the beat while I prepare this meat going with your vibrating heat. I'm going to kiss your neck to your chest, to your stomach, to your pussy. You don't believe me? It's real and truthfully. Feeling the jolts rain down all over our bodies while we prepare something so taboo and naughty. That's right, baby. Shake your stress away till it disappears or decays. That's right, baby. Grab that holy stick. Why, lick, rub, and flick. I know we look backwards, but we're going frontwards, downwards, sidewards, and outwards. We both look like a wet, sweaty, and misty mess. At least we're making sexual progress. Are you ready to go on top while I make your legs drop and your cherry bomb go pop? Yes, baby, jump, jump, and jump. That's right. Make your own personal stump. I can feel your dam breaking, but are you ready for an inner awakening? But baby, no more fading. We're so bare, I'm almost there to wash and clean away your cares. Come on, baby, let's rush. While I crush, while time goes to dust. Come on, baby, come while I spank your ass louder than any drum. You screamed, then plopped, and everything went stop. But baby, can you grab a towel or a mop? We're both out of air. We didn't care, but we did a ton of adult things to share. Here comes the sun while we bask in our naked dreams, hiding underneath the sheets from the annoying morning gleam. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed, the fireman foreman, bringing the heat once again. Thank you for your poetastic pen.
Thank you for your lovely words. Flew higher, higher than the birds.
Woo!
And please remember what's occurred. So if you want, let's disperse.
Yes, off the dome, making this poetry world his home. Thank you so much, Ed Foreman in the building.
Thank you.
All right, let's see what's good now with Kayvon James.
Hello.
Hi, Kayvon.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Where you at tonight?
Queens, New York.
Queens, Nueva York. So what you gonna do for us?
I'm going to share a poem called The Disease of More.
Fabulous. The Disease of More?
Yes.
Okay.
All I really want is more. I will carry all of what I don't need until my arms get sore. I have an ego to feed with a void to fill to its core. Buying something never feels like a bore. I'll always be chasing the next high as time flies by with optimism in store. I'll keep going until the resources are depleted. After getting all that I have flaunted, will all that I ever wanted make me feel completed? Thank you.
Thank you, Kayvon. That was short. You got another one, or you're good there?
I have another one.
Okay.
This one is called Still. Even though it's been hundreds of years, dying for the wrong reason is what society still fears. It's been too long with so many fallen tears. Why is it taking so long to switch gears? There are lifeless bodies that lay still because of mindless people who kill. Family members and friends fall ill because of the unnecessary force and the blood that spills. Despite the accolades and achievements that I may have in my grasp, I am still a Black male in America. I still hope that a drastic change for the better will make me gasp. Thank you.
Yes. Kayvon James, thank you so much for your poetic contribution tonight. If you want to let everybody know how to follow you, you can let them know now.
You can find me at Kayvon the Poet on Instagram.
Thank you. Peace. Great job.
Thank you.
All right. Now let's see what's good with I Am Iris Morales, who is going to be part of the Stage Garden Rumba lineup on September 11th. You don't want to miss that.
Hi, Bruja. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. It's been a while I've seen your face.
Yay!
All right. So I have 3 small poems, love poems. So, fuimos creado de la misma sustancia. Por las noches te escribo cartas de amor. Mi lengua canta alabanzas de tu templo. Mis susurros plantan semillas en tus poros. Mis manos cosechan vegetación, fruto en tu vientre. Eres mi culebra, envolviéndote mi columna vertebral. Mujer de fuego, me enciendes por dentro. Desnúdate. I want to wrap my arms around your thighs, align our bodies with the sky. Let me sail upon your lips, the tides of your tongue crashing against mine. What a delight to savor the atoms uniquely created for you. I found the promised land of milk and honey between your legs. Yo he navegado en constelaciones para encontrarte de nuevo. No importó el tiempo, la distancia, nos volvimos a encontrar en el lugar más inesperado. ¿Cómo olvidar tus ojos de café y sonrisa de sol? That's the first poem. Second one doesn't have a title either. My darling, your love is not earthbound. It's multidimensional. Your name, honeydew, drips from my lips. Your sex, holy sacrament. I just might write my own Bible. My goddess, hija de Ochun, mortera, prophet, seer. We are an inherent rhythm. And the third poem is called How Love Makes Brujas. Your primordial waters flow in my mouth, unblocks my throat chakra. Moan sound that existed before creation, building blocks to manifestations. We kissed with pharaoh tongues, eyes open, encontré la constelación donde nací. Exploté en fragmentos, mosaic, a new creation. Nails, teeth, teared skin, channeling power between hissed lips, sweat, honey, and tormenta summon our muertos. Eyelashes fluttered, suspended bodies, supernova vessels of gods, ascension, infinity, and love. Thank you.
I Am, beautiful work right there. How Brujas are born. I love it. And I can't wait to see you in person September 11th.
Yes, finally.
Stage Garden Humba. And yes. Oh, Jennifer is crushed. Christine said it's beautiful, beautiful. Forget it. You can see all the love in the chat, and I look forward to seeing you en persona. Muchas gracias, bilingual y especial.
Gracias, gracias.
Okay, mucho amor para Iris Morales. I am. Let them know how to follow you, and then we're gonna go to Tabo Bo.
Yeah, my Instagram is lilwicked01_1014, and I'll write it on the chat as well.
Okay, gracias. All right. Tabo, or is it, please correct me if I'm wrong. Tabo Bo?
You're good, you're good.
Oh, okay. I asked you the last time and I felt insecure. Nice
You're good, you're
to see you
good.
again. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
What you gonna do for us today?
So everybody knows the situation that's going on currently in Afghanistan. And with that situation, it kind of reminded me with the situation that happened to my family, my people, back in Burma. You know, I'm a Karen ethnic minority in the country, you know, in Burma. And because of the situation that occurred in 2000, our family had to were forced to leave the country, and you know, because of ethnic cleansing, because of other situation as well. And you know, I was a product of that. I was born in a refugee camp. And then 2004, 2005, our family were blessed enough to relocate to America. And the situation that's happening in Afghanistan, I kind of, you know, hope for the best for everybody. And I would just wish that everyone could come together in peace, but who knows? And so I wrote this poem a few months ago, but I think this is very relevant to the situation, to my situation. And I just kind of want to share that. So this piece is called A Brighter Light. I don't remember much when I first came to America, other than throwing a tantrum in the plane. But even at 4 years old, I still remember looking over that window pane and seeing the bright lights, and I wondered what my new home would be like. But little did I know that my life would change forever. From the jungles to the snow, from the monkeys to the deers, from the bamboo houses to a warm apartment that had a heating system with a nice rug and some furnitures. And my parents always told me to appreciate it. Appreciate that we don't have to run no more because we are no longer in a civil war. Appreciate that you have shoes on your feet because when we were running from the Burmese soldiers, we had mud on our toes. Appreciate that you can clean yourself with a warm shower and not be cleansed because of your ethnicity. Appreciate that you was born in a refugee camp and not in the middle of the mountains, because only God knows what would have happened if they caught us. Appreciate that we ran from those soldiers so you can run to your dreams, the dreams of living, the dreams of liberty, and the dreams of being an American. Because what makes being an American great is not the corporations, but the cooperations of different identities, backgrounds, and cultures. What makes America great is that you and I are not the same, but we have the opportunity to understand each other. What makes America great is that even a kid like me, a Kenyan refugee, can share her stories. Because maybe through that, maybe through sharing, through listening, and maybe through arts and through creativity, through expression and understanding, maybe then we will realize that we are just one big family. Thank you.
Ah, Bo, beautiful message. Thank you for sharing. All of that is, so true. So true, from the gratitude to, where you've come to, what you've experienced, and sharing the stories so that people know that they're not alone is so important. So thank you so much.
Thank you for letting me share it.
Beautiful, beautiful work. Love it. And welcome back. I look forward to seeing you again. All right. Logic Thompson, you ready to rock?
You're.
All right. Where you at tonight?
I'm from Queens, New York, but I live in Brooklyn right now.
I got the green hair going. Is that what I see?
Yeah. I like to do this to like kind of get my nerves off. She was the girl next door with the smiling face, but now the girl next door got a job at Chase. I was the boy next door with the wide nose, got my art and my music doing all the shows. She was the girl next door with no time to waste, so I never got to give that girl a time or place. I was the boy next door who just ain't got chose, acting funny, spending money, fucking all the hoes. She was my neighbor.
That was a nice flow right there.
So La Tormenta invited me. This is a piece that I did of her a while back.
Beautiful.
And I wrote this next piece after listening to some poetry from her and some poetry from all of y'all. I drew this while listening to poets. Some part of my soul wants to know how to stitch sonnets into syllables. See, I've been lyrical, but just as an individual, I rarely say how I feel. Mainly because there isn't one word. One word to describe how intense a fire can be fueled while also showing just how cool it is to sniff your scent and be your fool. So instead of speech, I propose a duel. I propose your poetry verse, my hands prose. My hands supposed to touch beauty, so wrapped around your skin, my hands closed. Let me teach your neck to breathe while squeeze sweat drops on your damn nose. Damn, yo, I'm such a damn hoe. And if your tongue is sharp, then mine is blunt. I'll show you a slam po. Get your ass over here and close the damn door. I wrote this after listening to poets.
All right, Logic Thompson.
I got one more. I wrote this for somebody I was in love with after a very awkward night. I wish she knew who her friends were. But there was good people that I knew I could lend her, that always defend her. Cause the times she don't remember, 21st time in September, there was no love, no kind of agenda. But she don't want to be repaired. I told her I'd be there, she told me to beware. Cause shorty, she be scared so she doesn't see clear. And all she does is bury things, she don't want to be there. I wish I could bury the tears I know that I seen there, her glass is foggy. And all the people I seen there was laughing on it. Mad involved, but backing off. Smoke till they hack and cough, slacking off on all their emotions. Whacking soft, drugged out and sipping their potions, never giving, just living emotions. And here I was swimming in oceans, watching fake hugs from niggas that straight bugged and ain't heard existence of lotion. So I grabbed her bag and got ready to leave, ready to grieve with her, but I never believed that she would spin it like that shit was serene, that this nightmare was living a dream. While I'm right here shivering from hearing your screams, I might care, but I'm eyeing the seams. I feel the energy, she's lying, it seems. It's the end of the world again, at least it's trying to be. And all she wants from me is silence, it seems. I wish she knew who her friends were. One she got now was always willing to end her and always offend her. Take her emotions and throw it right in the blender. A bunch of pretenders steal her love with no returning to sender, but she don't love herself though. Put in the effort, take care of everyone else though. And after that incident, damn, I wanted to help though. But she climbed back in that shell, told kind words. Maybe she never felt those. My swords that she living in hell. Find curves, but she never held those times. Curve got a trip and she fell. Oh my word, are they ringing the bell, bro? I heard she ain't feeling so well. So I'm reaching out, she ain't returning my text. It's the yearning that's next. It's the lesson that I don't want to be learning, I guess. Then I question if I'm earning respect. It's been hours I should turn in, I guess. She don't want it from me. And yeah, I shouldn't be stressed, but I be wanting to be. Because her crying eyes are haunting to me. And I'm blessed to have some people that responded to me, told me I'm loved and they bonded with me. So it's always got me pondering, see, if she just had a little love, she could find out that there's a bunch of shit she be lying about that ain't gonna kill her if she just give her a time out and give herself time out till she figure her mind out. A happiness she could be trying out before she gets so sad in life that she wanna sign out. Yeah, of course, I wish she would be coming to my house instead of hanging with them bitches crying our eyes out. Thank you so much.
Oh, you killed that shit, Logic Thompson.
Thank you.
Wow, between the artistry of that beautiful painting you did of La Tormenta to your flow to fucking all them hoes, all of that shit, all of it.
Y'all can follow me on IG, Logic Thompson. I'll be posting there more often, and I have a website, logicthompson.com. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Great job. Loved it. Killed it tonight. Mucho fuego, I must say, though. Okay, GK Jayaram. We're ready for some storytelling from the man himself.
I have 2 poems.
Oh,
First
it's
one,
poetry today. Today is poetry.
poetry.
All
Yes.
right.
Why? Why is a style in the eye of the beholder? Why kills the mystery, withers the wonder, pretty poetry purloined to make prosaic prose pulp? Must everything be explained in excruciating detail? Can't we leave wonder to be a virgin untouched by reason's lust? Just as a boy stands looking at the sweet, svelte mannequin in Macy's window, fantasizing finding a girl just like her, falling in love with his vision. A killjoy shop boy decapitates her, his love, and carries her head and torso, leaving the teenage love forlorn. It's infinitely better to love a dummy than to be told she is made of hollow wood. Hollywood knew this all along. Do not explain away love, life, and the snap, crackle, and pop of popcorn. Piss on knowledge, bliss the blessed ignorance which lets love linger and forgiveness flourish. Very few bodies are pretty, naked. For a body to be pretty, one should imagine it. A painting, not a photo. Reason is an assassin. It dissects an illusion and delivers dead facts. A child's wonder about thunder rent asunder. Post-mortem needs the subject to be dead. Why, oh, why do I need to know why? Why can't I let it lie? The second poem, Singapore Sling. Last night in my dream, I entered a bar in Singapore and saw a giant sling. It stretched from the floor to the ceiling. In my ignorance, I asked, what, pray, is this thing? A voice thundered, don't you know anything? It is the Singapore sling. Stung by the disdain, I countered, a sling? Which earthling can fling anything from this sling? What? Ha! Maybe the slingshot which would hit the spot. And further, before I could further continue, I found a giant hand seize me by the midriff, and the rest was a blur. As the sling was drawn back, with me as the slingshot, the thunder which spoke again said, you asked for it and you will get it. As I sailed at the speed of light through the skies, sorry, I lost it. It lost it in the skies. As I'm sorry, I am losing my poem here. As I sailed at the speed of light through the skies, from Singapore or Australia to the horizons beyond, I cried out, but I never knew Singapore would indulge in such a swing as the Singapore sling, to which the giant voice, suddenly sweet in response, sang, the bee may have its sting, the bird may be on its wing, but Singapore, where no one is poor and everyone is so secure, has its, sing after me, please, the Singapore sling. Goliath, the psychopath, may have been hit by David with the shot from his sling, but Goliath never had a fling such as you are now having as you ride the lightning towards the South Pole, your head in a swirl, your heart in your mouth. Hear me loud and clear. There never was and never will be a drink such as, say it after me, the sweet, sincere, and stunning Singapore sling. Yours sincerely, as I fly over the pole, the hungover slinger.
GK, that was so much fun. The Singapore sling, I want one.
Thank you.
That was amazing, lovely, poetic. Your poetry is really enjoyable. Thank you. Marilee agrees, loves your work. Thank you. GK Jayaram. Doing it up with the poetics, loving it. Okay, ahora let's see what's good with Icy.
Hey, thanks. It's good to be here. I got a few pieces tonight, and I'm going to start with a couple of haikus that I actually wrote for Monday night. The theme was jokes, and I decided to, these three are called The Joke's on Me. These are haikus. The first one's called Welcome to 8th Grade. Oh, and also there's a trigger warning for these first two. This kind of cover bullying. So welcome to 8th grade. Oreo, faggot, those A cups under that blouse, cry on the inside. This one is called High School. Cheated off my tests. You a real nigga, ain't you? Thought they were my friends. And then this one is called Birther. Said I could trust her. She trust me from rafters, tangled in her web. And so this one's called What's in a Name? I am IC, but I am nothing more than the next yes to keep at bay what lay deep inside, afraid of coming out, bubbling with the audacity of magma, unstoppable until the raging flow subsides into ash and rubble. Relics of joy faintly grasped so tightly I couldn't hold on to who I was, who I would be, who I could be. But I should be focusing on what I see. Clearly now, my future bright, piercing through the clouds, cast upon me glory from the heavens, allowing my crown to shine, a beacon of light that leads the way to enlightenment and away from shame, a place in the sun, helping you define your true name. And if I have time, I have one more I want to share. This is an extension of one that I actually shared last week, called Education, or the Emancipation of IC. What do schools have to do with it? My ancestors were forced to teach us since they were brought here against their will, agony bound for glory, for greatness, for Pete's sake. When will we be let through the gates of freedom, notwithstanding on my throat, on my thought, on my heart, holding me back until it breaks the last straw I was using to breathe, head underwater, gasping, grasping for justified comeuppance that merely raises the playing field to the promised land that was already ours, and hours spent creating dollars from dimes. But when will we have the time? Not a moment to spare, dreading we'll have to apologize just for our hair, or the lack thereof in my case, shit rolling off my back even though thrown in my face. Make the best of what you got. Don't complain, do not stop till you get that degree. Then you'll be free to beg, borrow, and steal to pay for your work, to slavers handed everything since birth. What choice did I have? It was my own fault. No one forced me to do this at all. But actually they did. Society. They told me what I should be, but they don't know me, and I trusted them to tell me the best me I could be wasn't me. But now, loud and proud, IC stands before thee, no longer a prisoner. Now I am free. Thank you.
Woo! I see. Yes, let's unmute everybody so that you can show some love to IC.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Very good, very good, very good.
Very good.
Now you all know how to follow the one IC. Beautiful. Okay. Now let's talk to Joski C's wife, Deneen. The IC,
Hi.
Joski C, Deneen. Can
you hear me?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi. Hello. Hey.
Hey.
Hi, Deneen. It's so good to see you.
You too. Hey, I wanted to say thank you for some things that you have done. Um, hey, you guys. It's we're Joski C and I are gonna be in New York in September for our 30th anniversary and for some family stuff. And so I IG'd my first Instagram to La Bruja, and I was trying to surprise Joe, and I just asked her, say, "Hey, can do you have anything that he can do? He can perform at?" Because Joski C doesn't usually ask the stuff like that of people. And then I said, "Well, I'm gonna do it for her," and so I wanted to surprise him, and she said yes.
Yeah.
And then she
So
said yes, guys. And then she bring us all with her. She bring us all the way from Seattle, man.
yes,
Can
so
you believe that?
it is official. On September 11th, Joski C will be performing live in the Boogie Down Bronx for Stage Garden Rumba. So don't miss it. Catch all the vibes. We're going to be celebrating their 30 years of marriage and just the amazing work that Joski C does. You know, Denise, you're just the most loving and amazing being. And I can't wait to feel all of the love vibrations. So everybody got to come and join us.
Yes.
Joski C watching because he said he wanted to jam and the wish has come true.
Joski. See, and where did he go? And then while I have you here, I just want to say thank you for seeing us all. That's your special gift, one of your special gifts, that you can see us. And I like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Yes. Yes. I can't believe it. He probably get on later and be like, what? You said it? Hey, Jazzy, you see your dad? Do you see your dad? Where's Joe?
Hey.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Okay.
Joski C, did you hear the good news? Yes.
Oh, okay.
You got a gig. You have a New York City gig officially. Tried and true. We are going to be jamming together. I'll be hosting. You bring your guitar. We're going to make sure to plug you in. It's going to be amazing.
Yes. She bring us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Deneen. You guys deserved it, and I cannot wait to serve it.
You. And I can't wait to meet some of you guys when we're there.
Yeah,
Please.
all of you, you know, everybody, all our pandemic poets, you already know. I will be definitely giving the location and all the details as we get closer for September 11th. And join us in the flesh.
Yes.
And that's because of you, Deneen. That's because of you, you know. That's because you reached out and made it happen. And
you did.
Perfect.
Oh, I
Love
can't
you
wait
guys.
to see you.
Love you.
Yes.
Mwah.
Mwah. Love you.
So great. Yes. Joski C and Deneen celebrating 30 years here with me, September 11th. And that day is so significant, 20 years after 9/11. So it's gonna be something else. All right. So Nathan, let's see what's good. Unmute Nathan right there. Hi.
Hello. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, nice, loud and clear. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well too.
Yeah, can't complain now.
All right. So I'm going to read a piece called Schizophrenic Poetry. A stroll in the park. The old gods are with me. Jupiter beams lightning out his mouth while Ares swings his dick in a Mobius strip. A winding and interweaving path. I stand on the long, rigid, and protruding nails of a forlorn homeless woman. She inches ever closer until the proximity of her nose slightly grazes my soft skin, a nausea precipitated by the snowflakes emanating and descending onto me from her head. An episode of regurgitation allows me to evacuate myself, vomiting pathways, the possibilities of a teleportation device. Endless teleportation from one point to another, crisscrossing lines of the schizophrenic's variety. Squiggles and scribbles, my thoughts like the drawings of a melted pen fused to the hands of a hyper infant. She once brought me peace. Now I stalk the world ceaselessly, yearning for a piece or morsel. Grinding gigawatts, I have already expended too much glucose, incessantly wasting kilowatts of electricity. Her words must be removed from my colon. A nosocomial infection resulting in a toxic mega inflammation of my ass. The doctor orders a colectomy. A 5-month episode of a rapid expulsion of bullshit has come to an end. The doctor shoots the shit, a stroll and a brisk walk. I'm no longer watching the multiple reels that come across my feed. They are watching me, shivering and trembling. They know what I want to see. I glow bright as Show Nuff takes the best of me. Jupiter or Zeus or whatever sky daddy has blessed me with a bolt of lightning spewing out their mouth. Scales of charred skin like exhausted charcoal blow out my ears, twerking at my own funeral procession. I am spent. Can we be friends instead? I just need a little space. Hot and cold interactions while you use me as an experience. I'll take my final bow, scum sucker. Not even Bruce Leroy could have caught this bullet. Poem.
Ho, ho, ho. Nathan Santana, that was crazy. And matter of fact, I had a deja vu while you were performing. And yeah, let me unmute you again in case you want to say anything.
Yeah, what's up?
What? No, I had a deja vu. And, you know, that was trippy as fuck. That was crazy. Like, I felt like I had seen this. I think when you said shoot the shit and it was like the doctor's office thing, like I felt like, yo, I don't know. I tripped out for 2 seconds and you had everybody tripping. So you've been gaining new fans, and I love Bruce Leroy, the reference, all of that.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Yo, that shit was proper. Thank you so much. I look forward to hearing you again.
Yes, ma'am.
Woo! Okay, Deadpan Lizzie, Elizabeth Strauss.
Hello. I haven't seen you for a while.
Hey, this is a different angle. You're somewhere else. What's good?
I'm just on the couch. Same place, just couch. Good to see everyone. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's ES_Strauss. I will be performing at the Wild Project this weekend and in the cafe. So I'm very excited for that.
Oh, that's right. On Saturday, I will be joining you guys on the I got confused. Saturday, I will be there in the evening. Yeah. Eureka Poets Cafe is gonna go down.
And I have a surprise for the cafe. I have a surprise. So stand by. All right. I wrote this at work today. It's new shit. It's called The Art of Broadway Beanie Wearing Soul Power Poet Brokering. The alarm goes off at the ass crack of dawn. Blonde locks lay on the cool pillow. Beanie resting upon my tank top on the hardwood floor. My naked body rising from the navy sheets. CBD oil standing by after my morning workout in Nosh. Shower steaming up in the classic Upper East Side apartment. Perfume becoming one with my body. My thoughts, dirt, and the molecules falling off my body and into the shower drain. A poem forms, and then another, and another. sometimes remembering to write them down, dripping wet over my desk, sometimes too lost in thought, these creations will not come to life as a poem reincarnated in another artistic form, the shirt. Baseball cap or a beanie, prepped with tight jeans, or to take on my concrete jungle. Tap dancing down Broadway as I go to meet new homeowners. Parallel careers blending together as I show buildings adjacent to the theaters I've left my talents in. Show tunes, my Spotify, the white noise keeping me balanced, along with NPR. All things considered, a mouthful, a lifestyle, a choice. The art of Broadway beanie wearing soul power poet brokering. Thank you.
Yes, the Beanie Queen, Deadpan Lizzie Elizabeth Strauss.
Thank you.
And now you know why they call her Deadpan Lizzie. You talk like you were speaking erotica and you were just like very, yeah, and that's
just my artistic way.
All right, always a pleasure to see you, Elizabeth Strauss. When I make them vegan cookies of the magic cookies that I make, I will definitely shout you out. And
Appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you too. And I'll see you on Saturday.
Good to see you.
Okay, so Elizabeth Strauss was the final of the list. And now we're going into the waiting list where we now have Jennifer Mesquita.
Hi, everyone. So I'm just gonna read two kind of short pieces.
Wait, speak louder because I don't see you.
Sorry. Sorry.
There you go. Hi.
This is my first time here, guys. I'm not sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna read two short pieces, both untitled. I guess I'll do this one first. The ocean feels like the salt crusting on my brow, like the wind dancing with my hair on a Sunday afternoon después de la misa for those that don't pray but still believe in God. It tastes like espagueti con pan, and if I was lucky, un pescado frito de maimón. Like the sour grapes from the trees that line the beach, like the salt water washing away the sand on my feet. When I was a kid, I used to look out at the ocean and think, this is all there is between you and me. Water, as deep as the hole in my chest that never goes away, and I don't remember exactly how it got there. The ocean is warm and clear. Tonight, it feels like rays of moonlight tickling your skin, like the rattle of cicadas echoing through the wind, with Oscar de Leon blasting in the distance. Llorarás y llorarás, sin nadie que te consuele. Así te darás cuenta que si te engañan duele. For a moment, you are here, now, in the present. Remember that you don't belong to any one nation. Remember that your bloodline was born of the seafaring, that your ancestors have loved across oceans for centuries. Remember that hyphens are made out of water, and that you are too. So that's the first one. Sorry, I don't hear myself, so I don't even know if this sounds right, but to the lover who was never truly a lover, just a rotting corpse, a pile of hollowed out bones looking for a place to lay wounds of war and unspoken desires. You made a coffin out of my body and buried yourself in my hips. You slipped in through my teeth, not knowing that I have swallowed men whole, not knowing that I carved out the depths of myself to make room for you. I chose you because only a dead man would want to sleep in an empty, wet hole. Dear lover, I am sorry if I never told you that I've been a graveyard longer than I've been a woman. So rest easy now. You can lay your death inside of me. I promise that your grave will have a name, that the soil of my body will absorb the nutrients from your flesh and sprout wildflowers between my legs. I promise that I will take the emptiness I birthed after 4 years of never making love, and I will carve it into your headstone.
Yo, wait, that deserves to unmute everybody right there. That was fire.
Yes, can you unmute us?
Holy
Yes.
fucking shit.
Damn.
Amazing.
Wow.
You
Wow.
better
Wow.
come back. I know that.
Yeah.
Graveyard.
Please
Whoa.
come
Yes.
back.
Graveyard.
What do they say? One of us? One of us?
One of us.
One of
One
us.
of us.
Come on back. Come on back.
Yes. One of us is right. Welcome.
Whoa.
Thursday night online open mic. Jennifer Mesquita. Jennifer, that was tremendous. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope it's not the last time. You got to come back. People are blown away. I'm blown away. Killed it. Damn. You know, I say this, that you know some shit is hot when you wish you wrote that poem. That's when you know. I wish I wrote that poem. That's how dope that was. Okay. I know it's the first time here. It's not her first time. They want me to pop your cherry. I pop the cherry, baby. Pop the cherry, baby. Pop the cherry, baby. Pop, pop the cherry, baby. Pop. Jennifer, that was madness. Woo! Okay. Now, second on the waiting list is Julian Matthews. Let's see what's good with Julian.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, welcome back, Julian.
Yeah, just one poem. It's called Falling Men. Falling Men. The news clip came with a warning, a crossed out eye icon, sensitive content. The video may show violent or graphic content. They needed to freeze frame it and circle the blurred distant figures in red as if to say, here be human beings. Once again, it's proven that men can't fly in Kabul or Saigon or New York. The lesson of Icarus is Greek to us all, even to the literate. History repeated, men defeated. Pilots like leaders can destroy or save the day. It's all perspective. It's either a cape or another caper. No escape for the escapee. No refuge for the refugee. But there are no heroes here. Just the quiet desperation of silhouettes in midair. Human beings with hearts and hopes, now crumpled bodies on the tarmac. A host on Zoom open mic once welcomed me as a poet from the Far East. I suppose it could have been worse. He could have said Oriental or Third World. I used the blanket term Asian. Maybe I should embrace the fact that I'm not just from a single nation, but am continental, more expensive, better engineered, luxury branded. But Asian nor African aren't terms associated with continental, are they? Better a continent than incontinent, I say. I'm reminded of the photo of the falling men of 9/11, the sharp, focused outline of another human being in midair against the stark backdrop of black and white vertical lines of the soon-to-collapse Twin Towers. Uncertainty of who he was still hangs in the air. They say he may have been a staff at Windows of the World, a restaurant in the North Tower. The body was never found. Amid the ash and ashen, all is gray. Sometimes the lens of red, white, and blue is blurry, unfocused. We know how we got here. We just don't know how we're gonna leave. It's all perspective. There are no heroes here. We look out through our own windows of the world now. We zoom in and zoom out, muting and unmuting each other, depending on who's the host, the pilot, the leader. Sometimes the meetings are recorded, sometimes not. Sometimes people are focused, clear. Sometimes they are blurred or cracking up. Sometimes they are quiet, grieving. Sometimes people fall off the screen and are never heard of again. In the virtual world, it's easy to click leave and just go. In the real world, leaving always comes with a price. Thank you.
Julian, your compassion and your poetry is palpable. Wow. I mean, I'm just in awe. I don't know how everybody else feels. Let me unmute everybody because that needs some breathing.
Yes, yes, yes.
That was so beautiful. You did it so well.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Oh, it was very
Job.
powerful.
Awesome.
Like gutted, but in a good way.
Wow. Julian Matthews, thank you so much for your poetic contribution tonight. That was just awe-inspiring, and oh my goodness, the images of World Trade Center and that unknown person falling there is just, oh my God, so just beyond words. Haunting and beautiful. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you. That's exactly right. Okay. Now, to close out the night, let's show some love for Elise B.
Hi.
Hi, Elise.
Hi. It's very hard to go on after so many amazing poets, so.
That's okay. You are welcome.
It's really hard.
You got this.
So this is some old stuff. It's 4 years old. It's very old, and one of my favorites. Okay. I like love handles, reaching for you, and we are spooning and finding those areas that I can hold on to. I hold on tight. Waking up to hands clumsily grabbing me and pulling me close, your heavy thigh thrown over me, my high femme booty and lace pressing into my boxer short clad butch. I like feeling your face bury itself in my neck. The damp heat, your breath, you kiss me while you sleep, feeling your body relax when it finds the comfort of mine. We find just the right spot where our bodies melt into each other. I love knowing that if I press myself against you more firmly, you'll wake up and give me what I crave. I like the idiosyncrasies that I imagine you have since you exist only in my thoughts, since we haven't found one another yet. Maybe you need me to line up your clothes, ties, and belts and shoes prepared for the next day. I like keeping your closet sorted by color and occasion because, of course, that's how things should be sorted, and that makes you feel taken care of. And you recognize that I take care of you. Happiness found in our mutual affinity for the dance. And you agree that our relationship isn't 50-50, it's 100-100. We both seamlessly move about our day, picking up where the other has left off, always giving all of ourselves. Baking your favorite sweets because you like them and you work out all the time, and I don't want you skinny. I'd miss your love handles. And by the way, I love your calloused hands, evidence of hard work. I still apply moisturizer on your hands, not because I want them to be softer, but because I know it feels good when I rub your hands and take care of you. You like it. I like that you want to keep the bedroom dimly lit while we sleep. You say, in case of an emergency, I want to be able to see. But it's because you know I'm afraid of the dark and want me to feel safe. And I feel secure. I love knowing that you are going to take care of me and my children. We are all safe because you couldn't bear to let anything happen to us. You will protect us. And this protective nature of yours, you exude it. You aren't just the chivalrous gentleman butch who holds doors, pulls out chairs, stands on the outside of the street, leading me, your lady, your arm, your jacket. You even stand when I get up and return to the table. Who still performs these acts of respect? They don't make them like you anymore. And you are all those things. It's not just that you take care of date night. You don't just make sure that you know what I want before you order for me. And I love that you do that. You are the embodiment of caretaking. You are the friend who lends a kind ear to a fellow butch going through a tough time. You are the kind of partner my grandmother told me to be with. She said, if they're good to their mother, they'll be good to you. And you are a true butch. I like feeling that you are very necessary. And I know that I'm necessary to you too. Wanting is not enough. Because if you have captured my high femme heart, I need you. You are irreplaceable. I cannot be at peace if you are in distress. I like being your comfort, rubbing your head as it rests in my lap, caressing your heart and your mind, using words to hold you, heal the hurt, seeing you, truly seeing you. And you see me too, invisible to others, but not you. You see my hard work, the pride I have in my job outside of the home. You see my mama guilt for not being perfect, for not being the mother that I'd always imagined I'd be. You tell me that I'm doing great and the children remember how hard I tried. And in those moments when the children are being children and I'm having a rough go of it, you pull me close, squeeze me tight, you say, baby, it's okay. You've got this. Where others would have criticized, you lift me up. Somehow you understand what it means to be with a woman with children. I like the smell of your Christian Dior cologne because, of course, you wear Christian Dior. And I know that you spray it in the closet and in the drawer that I set aside for you. You want me to inhale you when I go about the chores of my day. And it makes me smile when you aren't here. I love your romance. That's what all of this really is. Your attention to detail, red roses because I'm worthy, because it makes you feel good. You don't just do for me. You are for me and I for you.
All right. Can you handle all the love with those love handles? Show some love for Elise. Let everybody get on to say good evening, good night, and applaud Elise.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me share.
Yes, yes, yes.
That was awesome.
Great job.
Bravo, bravo, yes.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Peace and blessings.
Good
Peace and
night,
blessings.
everybody.
Good seeing you all.
Farewell. Sleep well.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, Marilee.
Good night.
So much.
Good night, Brujo. I will get high one day from your product.
Takes 3 days.
All about
cookies.
I think we're all hoping that.
Right. I do ship and I do deliver. And my hope is always to elevate you and, and make sure that you feel great. Tonight was amazing. You were all amazing. You brought your absolute A game. We had smut, we had consciousness, we had porn, we had love handles, we had it all. And I just love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful evening, a wonderful Friday. I hope to see you Saturday night at the New Eurekan Poets Cafe if that's possible. And again, Wednesday at Lincoln Center, all that good stuff.
All that good shit.
All of
to perform.
I would love to be there, but I'm giving away my niece. She's getting married this weekend, so I can't be there.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Our time will come. I know that.
Absolutely, absolutely. But the next time I'll be there, definitely, for sure.
Okay. Buenas noches,
Peace
my
and blessings to you
New
all.
York family.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.